sorry?
This is Jim Efting.
Oh, yeah, I do.
So there's a couple reporters here who are saying you've got a hearing going on and it should open to the public and they have access to your records. I'm telling the police they have no right to come in. The police would like me to call you, which I did. I don't know how you'd like me to handle this, or if you know anything about it.
This is Susan Bassi. The video that you're about to see was taken by the Sunnyvale Police Department body cams after a group of attorneys working in a private judge's office decided to call the police on us when we lawfully tried to access public records that were contained in that office. Remember, it is a crime to lie to the police, even if you are a lawyer, a judge, or a private judge.
Yeah, let's go take a look and see what it looks like up there so we can explain to them.
Were they up here already?
Yeah, they were up here.
Did you explain to them how it's subject off and all that stuff?
They were over there. And I just asked them to stay out here. This is really a public hearing.
If you remember from our last video, this man identified himself to the police as Jim Efing, a licensed attorney in the state of California who reported that he does volunteer work for the bar. He also told the police that there were notices about these hearings, and there never have been. And when the police said that they were going to go and look and see what was going on up here and report it back to us, that's not exactly public access, because the public has a right to see and know what's going on in those offices the moment an attorney becomes a private judge, and we have a right not to have it merely reported to us by the police.
Talk to them. You, sir, are closing an area that has been noticed as a public courthouse during business hours.
Oh,
You guys have been here before, but you probably not personally don't remember. I'm not sure who's even here.
busy guy.
Hello.
Hi. Is that Mike's number here?
Yes.
No? Okay. So, I'm down here, and where else? Mike's down here.
I'm sorry?
This is Jim Efting.
Oh, yeah, I do.
What's the
So
lady's name?
there's a couple reporters here who are saying you've got a hearing going on and it should open to the public and they have access to your records. I'm telling the police they have no right to come in. The police would like me to call you, which I did. I don't know how you'd like me to handle this, or if you know anything about it.
I am in the midst of a settlement conference with two lawyers at this time. This is not a public hearing. I'm conducting a settlement conference that's confidential in another case. I'm not in the office. I have no intention of being in the office. So I don't know what they're there for.
They're trying to gain access to file, I guess, cases that he's working on besides the one he's currently on right now. And they're saying they have lawful access to gain information about that stuff, and this is now a public building, so they're allowed to be up here without being kicked out for trespassing.
I don't know what it is they want in the building.
I guess access to the cases that you're working on now that you are a private judge.
They do not have access to a confidential settlement conference. That's what I'm doing. They have no access to that.
Yes, sir. I think they're trying to just get access to other cases that you're working on and involved with. Not the one you're currently on.
If they want to identify who they are and what case they're talking about, then they can, leave something in writing. I don't know what they're talking about. They're interrupting the settlement conference that I'm engaged in at this time, and they don't have any right to participate in any settlement conference or any confidential proceeding, any mediation in which I am involved. So I don't know who they are. But no, there's nothing I have to say to them.
Okay. Well, their argument is now that you took the power of being a private judge, the building that you rent a space in is now turned into a public building, and they're allowed to be in here.
Well, what do they want? They want to sit there forever?
That's basically what they're saying. They said if they want to hang out till 5 o'clock, they're okay to do so, and they're having some trouble with the staff that's here now, trying to get them.
Access all his files.
And they basically they want access to all your files that you're working on.
Well, no, they're not going to get access to all my files that I'm working on. I'm working on a lot of confidential mediation files, so they don't have access to my files.
We'll just
They
get this
have access
information
to
and we'll
any
go
case
let them know
at
that.
the courthouse because the file is maintained at the courthouse. They know what my private judge cases are. They can go pull a file in the clerk's office.
Okay.
And then find out what he suggested.
Yeah. So what would you like for these people to do as far as getting a hold of you?
I would like them to just identify who they are, get their business cards, and we'll deal with it. But I have no intention of being in the office today because I'm conducting a confidential settlement conference.
Okay.
I have no intention of. I may not be in the office this week. I have a meeting in San Francisco later this week.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Their argument is they should be allowed access to your office.
Well, they don't have access to my office.
Okay. All right.
So what's his suggestion for
They
you?
can leave their
He said
business
talk to a
cards,
clerk
tell
or
me who
something?
they are. So,
Said
and
talk
that's
to a
what legal
clerk or
authority, that's a
something?
lawyer,
Okay.
contact.
And you said they can go down to the clerk's office, correct?
There is a posting at the courthouse of my private judge cases.
Okay.
They can go down there. They've got the case name. They've got the case number. They can pull the file. They can see the file. That's what they can see. I
Okay.
don't know what else they want.
And then where's that location?
And where's that location? Good. And what courthouse are you talking about, sir?
I want to know who they are and how to contact them.
Okay. I can.
Because
Get his phone number, and I said, is it okay, we contact him.
Okay. I'm gonna get their information now. Is it okay if I just give you a call back in a little bit with their information or send you a message?
yeah, send me a message and I'll call you back because I just put this on hold. I saw it was you. I just wanted to make sure everything is okay. But I've got 2 lawyers and 2 clients waiting for me to rejoin the settlement conference.
I understand. Thanks, Mike. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Thanks.
Bye.
Smith, correct?
Mike Smith, yeah. So I assume it's a family law court down on First Street, but I don't know. I don't do family law.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. I mean, technically, if they want to sit in the lobby, use the elevator until 5 o'clock and we close the doors, I'm not going to stop them. But I don't want them coming in here and essentially harassing the employees.
Yeah.
And this is really the private area, which
Well, that's
people want.
Yeah, that was the argument. She has a bunch of documents and papers saying that now that he took on the position that he's in now, being a private judge, technically opens up the space that he works in to be a public building and no longer technically classified as.
But legally, that's not correct, okay? So my suggestion to her is that she believes that to be true. She can go down to the courthouse, get a court order that says this is a public space, that allow her access to it, but she won't get it.
They have no more access to this building than they do any other Superior Court judge's office. They can't just go walk into the Superior Court, unfettered access to a judge's building. This is a private office, and I think it's time they go.
Yes, sir. All right. I'll go speak to them. see if we can
No,
work
and
something
thanks for you
out.
guys. I'm sorry about that. You
No,
know,
we're just trying to.
I know, you're just trying to do your
Trying
job.
to figure this out.
I appreciate you guys' help. So I'm going to be in a meeting, but you can interrupt me at any point in time.
Can I get your contact information?
Sure.
And then just make sure what he just said in regards to where they can go, where they can,
Okay.
so we can relay that information to them.
And you said they can go down to the courthouse?
Yeah, all the records that are public are at the courthouse.
Okay, at the clerk's office?
Yeah. In the family law court.
Okay. And where's that location at?
I don't remember. It's
So in San Jose?
in San Jose. It's right next to the courthouse I use, which is 191 North First Street. But
Okay.
they're next door at the new pretty courthouse.
Right, okay. Okay, no problem. The family court.
Family
so
court,
we can
yeah.
go down and access.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay, guys.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate it, sir.
All right. We'll go down there, just explain, he's not here, he's in a private private,
For those of you who have been watching this YouTube channel, you know that we've been investigating these private judges for some time. But this is the first time we got cameras inside of a private judge's offices, where we were able to see what they were telling the police, because they told them 3 lies. The first lie was when they said that all of the public hearings were publicly posted. They never are, and they never have been. But the second lie was when they said that all of the paperwork and the exhibits and the court files that we were there to see were down at the courthouse. And Mr. Smith knows that's a lie because 3 weeks after the police were there with us that day, they returned the exhibits with his paralegal, Margie Russo, meaning they had them in the office when they told the police that the exhibits weren't there and everything was at the courthouse because it wasn't there yet. But the third and most important lie was when Michael Smith told the police that all of his cases were listed down at the courthouse. Because we began looking for that list in 2015, it wasn't there. It wasn't there in 16 or 17 or 18 either. In fact, there were only 28 cases of private judging cases listed in 2017, and now there are 523, but we know there are 2,000 missing. And so that means that they are secreting these cases, taking them off public dockets and public hearing notices, and attorneys are being paid to do the job of judges. Attorneys with no training, education, experience, or even votes to become a judge. And these are the issues we're going to continue to investigate. We have a new TikTok account where we try to show some of these videos and explain what we're doing in between when we post here. So thank you everybody for watching as we continue to do our work. We've now filed a bar complaint against Michael Smith, and we intend to pursue the issue of him lying to the police along with his associate.
we'll go down there, just explain, he's not here, he's in a private,